I was actually surprised at some of the ages that come up to me and say, hey, Zach, I like your stuff a lot. Yeah. I don't like to call myself influencer, just because like I don't feel as though I'm an influencer because I'm actually still kind of new to all this. I started all this stuff last year. I made a video and the video did well, and I had fun doing it. And I just kept making more videos, building a following, and eventually I started to get all these characteristics of an influencer. So I guess I am an influencer. Don't like calling myself one, but I like calling myself a content creator. I make content that people like, and I also make content for businesses too, in the form of promotions. And that's actually what I do full time right now. It really depends on what you see an influencer as. I mean, as I said just now, my take on being an influencer is these people who always post on the businesses and the packages they get and stuff. But yeah, if you dig deep, if you go deeper than that, then yeah, I mean, I guess I am an influencer. People come to me if they need advice on making videos and stuff. That's a form of influence as well. So influence, that word, that verb is really it can be so diverse. I mean, I guess I do have a lot of things that people would consider me an influencer for, but in terms of what everybody sees an influencer as, like on social media and stuff, I kind of stray away from that direction.
Let's talk about your platforms. Which platforms are you on right now?
So mainly I'm on the ones that I use like daily is Instagram and TikTok. I do also have a Twitter. Every now and again I'll try and think of something funny to post there, but it's not my main platform. TikTok is my main platform where my videos go there first. Then Instagram is really where you are getting humor as well, but more personal as well. So I'll be in my stories and stuff. I'm big on the stories. I'll also put videos there as well. But not all my videos go and end up there. TikTok is the main video platform. Instagram is really to get to know me and still my style of humor and everything in the stories, and obviously pictures of me and stuff like that. You could have no followers on TikTok and still get a lot of reach. The first time I ever posted on TikTok, I had no followers, and I posted a story, and it was funny enough that it got over 10,000 views. That is impossible on Instagram. But in terms of more important, I think reach is much more important. I could post a video and I could get over 100,000 views, and I have 80,000 followers, whereas a person with 200,000 followers could post any other video and get much less views than that. So I honestly think reach is way more important, especially when you're working with businesses and those businesses need reach. They don't need your followers, they need reach. So usually what I do is I come up with an idea and I plug that business into the idea. I would start with the business, obviously. I would think about this business. What can I create? Like what's relatable to people? For example, for Standard, I did a promotion with them advertising Standard. And what I did was I used my go-to style. I used the theme of being relatable. What I did was I made it surrounding the theme of where you go into a store and you make friends with the clerk that's there, and I did that in Standard store, showing their products and stuff. But I still it didn't seem like an ad because I'm doing my own style, So people really enjoyed the video, and the business also got their little plug.
So let's talk about your demographics, because we're looking at, TikTok being the top. You have Instagram and you mentioned YouTube as well. But what would you say is the biggest demographic of the folks that are following you? That is, things like gender, age, and location.
Sure. I think let's start with the location. Obviously, most of them are from Trinidad and Tobago. I would say a percentage would be about 85%. I have a bunch of videos that went viral all over the world. So I think a little 15% would be, US, Europe, Canada. In terms of gender, it would be 50-50. I think last time I checked on TikTok, it was about 49-51. That's all the demographics that we get from TikTok. In terms of ages, TikTok doesn't show us that. But a lot of clients, a lot of businesses that reach out to me, they ask me the same question that you asked me. And for the age question, what I say is I base it off of who approaches me in real life, right? And I think that's a really good indicator. It allows me to see who is watching my videos, who's a fan, And that age is everybody. And I'm talking kids all the way to, very old people too. I was actually surprised at some of the ages that come up to me and say, hey, Zach, I like your stuff a lot. Yeah, kids from the age of, let's say, all kind of 5 and 6 wanted to take pictures. Going up to, my age in the 20s, going up to 30s, 40s, going all the way up to, I think the oldest person that ever came up to me, I didn't ask the age obviously, but they were about, I would say, 65 or so, which was shocking for me.
And that's interesting because I've actually seen some comments on your social media where people say things like, you have clean humor. Do you think that is sort of a unique value proposition for you as a content creator?
Yes, I do. I like to keep it clean, just because I need businesses to work with me. I need it to be clean. I need an audience. I need businesses to know that that my humor is for everybody. It's not for adults only. But yeah, I know. I actually, my humor in real life, like outside of TikTok, it's everything. It's not just clean. It's not just dry. But for TikTok purposes, I like to keep it clean.
If you can share with us, what's the biggest payout that you've had with a corporate entity, no names, just for the purpose of parents who may be watching this going, oh, my son wants to be this thing, my daughter has seen this and wants to try it. Just to have that viable discussion, what is one of the biggest paychecks you've had so far since you've been doing this from last year?
I think the largest package I did was like a 2-video deal for like $4,500. But it's not about getting a big payout; it's about getting consistent payouts. So that would have been about the largest payout that I did. I never did anything where a company, where I reached any kind of agreement with a company for this big payout, and I do so and so amount of videos.
Would you consider yourself a competitor to traditional media, which is usually newspaper, television, radio ads?
I would actually say yes. I think big time. Big time. I think newspapers, TV ads, stuff like that, it's all not just overvalued, it's overpriced. The kind of views that I could get for businesses, and it's not guaranteed, but I mean, some promotions that I do get a lot of views. We're talking 250,000 views. I don't think that's possible from newspapers or TV anymore. And not just that, once that video is uploaded and gets those views, it keeps getting views because the videos stay up, and because of TikTok, how the algorithm works, it's going to keep showing up in new users For You page as well. So in terms of competition, I'm not competing with TV, newspapers and stuff. I'm doing everything on my own. If they want to see me as a competitor, okay, fine. But yeah, I think I think if a business is looking to advertise, looking at me to do their promos instead of newspapers, TVs, it's going to be so much cheaper, and you're going to get more views, more exposure for your business. There's nothing to think about. People don't really take it serious. They don't see let's just say somebody say he's just making TikToks. He's making TikToks whole day, just as a joke, But yes, I am. But I'm also building a following. I'm building something, It's not just for fun, All these videos that I do, I enjoy it. It's my passion. I love creating. I love coming up with the ideas. But it's not just for fun, There's a business behind it, and there's actually a lot of effort and thinking that it takes to come up with the ideas. I think that's a myth. People don't really take it seriously. They just think it's making little funny videos. It's not just that. There's actually a lot of money behind it. Yeah, to be made.